Good afternoon. At 4:31, you are watching CBS News Philadelphia. We have been covering breaking news for the last close to 40 minutes or so. At least 7, we believe, juveniles have been shot in the city's Borough Home section. That's in Northeast Philadelphia at the intersection of Cottman Avenue and Rising Sun at a Septa bus station. 4 different buses transfer at that location shortly before 3 o'clock this afternoon. There is believed to have been a drive-by shooting. Individuals in a dark Hyundai sedan opened fire. 2 buses, 2 Septa buses, Route 18 bus and Route 67 bus, were also involved in the crossfire. The buses were hit. Thankfully, nobody on board those buses was injured. All 7 juveniles have been transported to the hospital. We are not sure of their conditions at this time.
Yes, still not sure of the extent of their injuries, but again, police do believe they're looking for at least 3 shooters in this case in what appears to have been a drive-by shooting there involving that dark Hyundai sedan. Again, 2 buses hit by stray bullets. No one on board hurt, but this is still an active investigation that's playing out there. This is a very busy area there in Northeast Philadelphia. Multiple businesses. This was the height of the afternoon. There are child care centers nearby. We saw folks rushing to get their children out of that area as quickly as possible as they are having to navigate around the city's latest crime scene. 7 juveniles shot. All of them taken to nearby hospitals. Not sure of the extent of their injuries and still not sure of a motive behind this latest violence, and still no arrest just yet. A
very fluid situation, of course. We have Councilman Anthony Phillips on the phone with us right now. Councilman, are you there?
Yes. Hi. How are you? This is a very tragic situation for me, and I'm just at a wit's end right now.
Well, tell me what your thoughts were, sir, when you heard about this latest shooting, again involving all juveniles at this point. My heart dropped, literally. Having worked with young people in the city of Philadelphia before city council, one thing I know is that when kids are trying to get from one place to another, when it comes to their getting home to practice and just using the bus to get to a safe space, they're not expecting to get shot. So in my mind, I'm thinking about the parents of the victims. I'm also thinking about the juveniles who are at this point who are part of the shooting, the people who did the shooting. I'm thinking about the fact that they're lost right now because they have no business doing that type of behavior. We got to really at this point take a serious look at all possibilities to end this violence in the city of Philadelphia, and I'm at my wit's end right now. And Councilman, just give us some idea. We're looking at this crime scene video playing out right now in the Borough Home section of Northeast Philadelphia. We're also seeing just how congested and crowded that area is. It's always a bustling area. Tell us a little bit about that particular area and what you know of what's around there and some of the businesses.
That is one of the most busiest intersections in the city of Philadelphia, particularly in Northeast Philadelphia. Any time of the day, there's normally a large congestion of not only people going to various restaurants in that area, but there's also a busy busing area as well. Residents of Northeast use that intersection to get to pretty much every point in Northeast. For the most part, it's called 5 points. And so it takes you into the Borough Home section, to the Longcrest section, and it kind of even gets you into Somerdale. And then also if you want to go to, not Somerdale, Oxford Circle, if you also want to get to the county, Montgomery County, it takes you to that area. So it's one of the busiest spots in the city. So, I can only imagine every resident in Northeast right now just feeling a sense of horror because it's like, this Northeast, I grew up in I went to schools in Northeast, and, Northeast has never had this amount of crime. And for something as horrific as this to happen, it's alarming for all of us in the area.
We should mention, Councilman, this, of course, is in your district, correct?
This is in the district and in my district, and I'm reaching out to all of the different community leaders and neighbors, and a lot of them have been calling me ever since this incident has happened. And I'm actually en route there right now. I haven't come from some other place, but I'm at this point now. I'm just like, we need to get something done.
And Councilman, we still, of course, are trying to gather more information about these 7 juveniles who have been caught up in this mass shooting here in your district. What would you say right now to those family members out there who are possibly just finding out that their loved ones may have been caught up in this violence?
Yeah, I would say to them that, you know, we got a call. We're going to be there for you. You know, this new administration, the mayor has some great ideas and how we can solve this. But at the end of the day, what we're going to do is that we're going to be there for you at this very moment, because I know you're concerned. And I know as residents are listening, they're like, yeah, we heard this before. But, you know, I think this time around, we're going to get this right, because there's going to be some policy shifts in how we handle these circumstances going forward. I can't talk about it, but you know, the comprehensive strategies are going to involve resources as well as other support systems and just some really, you know, hard tactics to stop this violence. But I'm just at this point, it's like it's time, because it's between yesterday, the other day at MOTEP with the MOTEP students, and now today, you know, if people don't understand that we have to shift our policies and take a different way, by now then we're lost. So yeah, that's where we are right now.
Councilman, before we let you go, we were discussing earlier the frustration and anger that Commissioner Bethel and Mayor Parker have expressed about the scourge of gun violence in this city. I assume you share those sentiments as well.
I do, and you know, and I've been in conversation with Commissioner Bethel, and you know, I believe he's going to get it right. You know, it's been 2 months in, and they've been putting their resources together, but you know, now I think they're now at a point where, you know, they're getting amped up themselves, and it's almost ready to just, you know, release what needs to be done. You know, at the end of the day, I do share their sentiments. You know, we have to have some support systems for not only our young people in the city of Philadelphia in terms of diversion programs and so forth, but we also need to find a way to make sure that people understand, not only just young people but adults alike, that this type of lawlessness cannot be tolerated. You know, we've been preaching it. I've been preaching it ever since I got on city council. I was the guy who put together the ski mask bill because I wanted to help police officers identify criminals. You know, like we're at a point now that you know, folks just want to see laws being not only abided by citizens, but they want to see that the police officers are enforcing these laws, and seeing that people are actually getting, you know, getting the help, being held accountable for them. And it's at that point now. You know, people can talk about and parents. Our parents have to do better, right? If you know your kid is having trouble, get them help. Reach out to me. I'll take a kid in, right? Like we all have to have responsibility. If you know kids on your block are acting out, you have a personal relationship with them, take these kids in before it gets to the point where they're shooting another teenager. Like, we all have personal responsibility. Everyone keeps looking at the elected officials. We have our responsibilities, and I believe in that. But at the same time, we as a community have to step up too. And I'll be the first one to step in. You know, I've worked with thousands of kids before, helping them go to college and become leaders and get careers and so forth. And now everyone else has a responsibility too. And so looking at this scene, it's just unbelievable. You send your kids to school, and then you expect them to come home on a bus. You know, that was a normal thing. Now you don't even know what's going to happen. So at this point, it's just like we have to do better. And I am in full support of our Philadelphia Police Department to use whatever resources they need to get a hold of these issues. Yeah. And our district doesn't deserve this. Our neighborhood, the Longcrest Borough Home, we don't deserve this. Those residents are outraged right now, and I just need them to know that help is on the way.
Well, we can sense your frustration, Councilman Phillips. We certainly understand as well that you're doing everything possible to try to keep your constituents and all of us here in the city of Philadelphia safe. So we do appreciate your time, and so sorry to see this happening in your council district.